Hey, you guys, it's your girl Sassy Seraphim here. First, let me say thank you for your patience and waiting for me in my situation. I did have a death in my family, and it took a toll on me. It was something I really had to process. I had to give myself space to mourn and grieve, and then right on top of that, my mouth started swelling up. I had to go and get some more antibiotics from the dentist because um, I had an abscess on the bottom where I was supposed to get a root canal from. So, yeah, I had to take a little break and get myself back together. Dentist appointments are still popping, so I will be going to get that handled. And, you know, I'm back making videos. I appreciate everybody that reached out to me to make sure that I was doing okay during this time. Not gonna lie, it hit me kind of hard, you guys. If you really want to know, like, it really hit me hard. I don't know if it was the confirmations I was receiving during the events or my feelings of straight love, honestly, straight love for my aunt and appreciation throughout what she had. She took me and my brother in when my mother was unable to take care of us, and I really appreciate that. Although she did, anybody, all of my friends and some of her friends could tell you that she did not treat me the kindest and wasn't the nicest. In fact, even some family members, although they tried to convince me at the funeral, oh, Trisha loved you, she loved you. I'm sure she did in her way. And like I had to remind them, we all are at the same building, different windows. You understand? It's not that I'm not going to take away from her loving other people and helping other people, but that just wasn't the side she gave to me all the time. I had to really go through some things. And if you want to say tough love, I wouldn't agree with it because if my child was being chased after, or I knew people were after my child, or my child was homeless and pregnant, I wouldn't leave my child out on the street. So I guess, it's all on who the person is and what their perception is of my aunt. But regardless, I love her because, and I appreciate, that's the point. I appreciate her presence because we always talk about how people can make us stronger and show us how strong we are. And her lack of emotion and love for me, and also, others' lack of emotional love or help or whatever, made me stand 10 toes down on who I was and become stronger. So, one, I wouldn't treat my children like that. And number two, I wouldn't be hurt by a situation where I couldn't give that love to someone who needs it and deserves it, or, myself. Myself. My biggest thing for my aunt was I hope that she would heal. And I think that's what hurt me the most, is because I really did hope that she would heal. Anyways, so I have been going through that. Not to mention, she passed away February 5th, was the night of the full moon. And her birthday ended up being 10/10/10, which was 3 days after the day she passed. I'm telling you, I was ultra sad. And but her birthday added up to 10/10/10. Kept getting that. You can go back and see my messages on the message board about the 10/10/10 and what does that mean. But went through that. My daughter ended up coming to live with me because my blood cousin's gonna, sell the house and what have you. And just trying to get back into the flow of life and not allowing grief or an emotion to keep me down. On top of that, while we're talking, your girl, I'm doing all this dinner work or whatever. Yo, and it's probably why it happened like this. I used to say, Bobby Brown mouth, crack mouth, whatever. And I swear to God, my bottom two, all this swelled up, you guys. I'm talking about my lip won't move in, okay? I could not come over here and do any videos. Once I saw it went down, when they gave me the new antidepressant, I keep saying antidepressant. When they gave me the new antibiotics or whatever, and it started going down, I was like, okay, now I can make a video. I miss you guys. Like I said, I appreciate all the support and what have you. But I had to process, it's a journey for all of us. So I had to process that emotion and those events and be able to move forward. Can't stop, won't stop. I still had to go to work. You understand what I'm saying? Still had to put food on the table for not only my child now, but my other child, because she had to quit her job and move in with me. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to, make sure my daughter's okay and my son and myself. So don't stop, can't stop, kept working, you know, uh, still burst out crying every now and again because I did have, as a child, I don't know, it's something about me that when people like my family, when they do me wrong or they've done me wrong or something like that, I don't harbor on. I know they did me wrong, but when I have to remember them, like my mom sold me for crack like 3 times. So people was like, how could you take care of your mom and how could you still be in her life? Da da da. Because I remember when she wasn't like that. Same with my aunt. I remember when she wasn't so bitter. I remember when she wasn't so hurt. I remember when she used to, exude love through her skin. You could see it. You understand what I'm saying? So those points in them reminds me of the pureness that they were. And so I forgive them because, I'm sure they didn't want to turn out the way they did. I'm sure they wish they would have went a different way, and we all make mistakes and we all have our journeys and we all have to live out the consequences of those journeys. So that's why I make it a diligent point to make sure that my steps are assets and not liabilities. The people around me are assets and not liabilities. They're not going to come into my life and to bring me down or to ruin my life. And I wouldn't do that to someone else. I think that's stupid and a waste of time. Why would I want you to have a bad life? Why would I want to come into your life and mess it up as if the world ain't messed up enough? Anyways, so I try to make sure I move that way. You understand? I put out good energy. I make sure that uh, I treat myself the way I would want someone else to treat me, and I treat others well because you can very much end up in the same position that person is in that you're talking about. And I learned that a long time ago. But I ain't gonna stay up here too much. I just wanted to holler back at you guys and say I miss you. And everything's gonna continue on. I'm still trying to figure out what's my next steps or what have you. Um, like if I'm going to, start doing readings or if I'm gonna keep with the energy, because I really, honestly, I read energy. So it is the cards is they're cute and everything, but I read energy. Like I don't know how to explain it. I could read you. You understand? If you're in front of me or if I pick up them cards, the story that a tarot reader that does technique tarot or whatever you have, and what I would come up with would be probably two different things, but that's probably what the Most High want me to do because it's my gift and it was given to me. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful for everything. And you guys tuning in. Yo, I'm checking out. Y'all liking my videos. I'm like, what? I'm just hoping I'm helping somebody get through what they need to get through because I didn't have a lot of people help me get through what I needed to get through. And if that's the least I can do, you understand what I'm saying? All right, you guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all later.